Welcome to the Connector Show. I'm the Connector and I will be your host today. Today, I will tell you an interesting story about the world's poorest ex-president, Uruguay's president, José Mujica. I have no words to compliment that great person, and I wish he was the president of all countries, of all 195 of them. So, I will read you an article about the world's poorest president. You can find the link in the video description below. You might not believe it, but José Mujica, president of Uruguay since 2010, is known to be the world's poorest president. José donates more than 90% of his $12,000 salary to benefit the poor and to help small entrepreneurs. If we need more of anything in this world, it would be more people like this. This man doesn't put value on his appearance or clothes. He is criticized for his posture and clothes, but José puts more value on other things in life instead. Before his presidency, he was a guerrilla fighter for Tupamaros, which acted like Robin Hood. They literally robbed evil banks, gun clubs, and other businesses to give to the poor. He truly believed that his value was not in gaining more money, it was in the well-being of his country and people. He was imprisoned 2 times for a total of 14 years and shot 6 times after an escape attempt. But he still continues to fight for the people, even in his high office, now as president of Uruguay. Mujica could live in this beautiful presidential house, but has chosen a more humble place to live. He is an honest example of a president that gives up his own comfort for the well-being of others. And this is where he lives, on a farm with his wife, animals, and a dog. He is also working to change the fancy presidential house into a museum that pays honor to past presidents. There is no reason for money, fame, and a nice place to sleep when you can be humble and live on a farm. This president lives the life. His part-time farming job keeps him aware of the struggles and life that most other people of his country go through. He also grows and then sells flowers from his farm. You can see him frequently driving his old 1987 Volkswagen Beetle. He doesn't need a fancy Bentley because he doesn't care about having extravagant appearance. His people are what matters, and what matters are his people. José's protection consists of 2 guards and his 3-legged dog named Manuela. Even though he is known as the poorest president, he strongly disagrees. He says, "I'm not the poorest president. The poorest is the one who needs a lot to live. My lifestyle is the consequences of my wounds. I'm the son of my history. There have been years when I would have been happy just to have a mattress." This president's example is a testament to how we should live our lives. We don't need more things to be happy. In fact, some of the most wealthy people in the world have their wealth stored in the currency of unselfishness, kindness, and true love. Maybe it's time for a change. The world needs more people like this. Don't you agree? End of article. So, the goal of the Connected Show is to unite the whole world into one and build a war-free future. In the video, What Makes a Good President?, I analyzed the characteristics of today's presidents and concluded that most of today's presidents work for the big companies who bring them to power and not for the people. There is a very simple proof for that. It's called poverty. If most of presidents would truly work for the masses, there would be no poverty in the world. Do you agree? Presidents are basically selfish people who think only about themselves and obey orders for the money. So, presidents of most countries want to enjoy material enjoyments, so no wonder why they are all wealthy, live in expensive mansions, drive expensive cars, and so on. So, if president of some country is actually a poor man, in material sense, is that the president who works for the big companies? I don't think so. He doesn't value money, so is there another way how big companies could hire him? I don't think so. Obviously, there is no other way. He is the president who values spiritual wealth and truly thinks about the benefits of the people. He wants spiritual wealth, not material wealth. No wonder why he didn't work for the big companies. Big companies offer material, not spiritual wealth. So, big companies didn't have a way to buy his services and hire him. I think that the people of Uruguay should expect from all their presidents to live like him. Basically, becoming the president would not mean becoming wealthy and enjoying material pleasures. If the people of Uruguay would set this criteria as a constant for all times, I'm sure that all current presidential candidates would instantly withdraw from politics as there would be nothing interesting for them and they would show their true colors very fast. I wonder what kind of excuses they would make. It would be a funny situation to watch. They are in politics for material and not spiritual wealth, and they either come from wealthy families and want more wealth, or they are poor and want to get rich. That's it. So, I'm sure that all people of the world could unite around the idea that we should all set the criteria for future presidents to be like Jose Mujica, to be materially poor, but spiritually wealthy. That should become the criteria for all politicians and not just for the president. If this would happen, only people who really want to help would become politicians. We can only imagine what kind of world they would build. The world would become a fairy tale. Would you like to live in a fairy tale? I certainly would. I hope that you will find the Connect the Show valuable. Recommend me to others, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and become my patron. Help me build the show. Let's change the world together and let's connect.